M0FXB, welcome to my channel. We're just here live, and we've got quite a lot of activity here on JS8 Core. So what is JS8 Core? Well, it's keyboard to keyboard using HF radio. It looks like there's 2-meter radio. Now we've got the ICOM 705 here, just on 5 watts. We've had a few contacts, as you can see here. So I don't know whether you've ever set this up, but download it from the JS8 website. I'll put some links in the description later. So the configuration settings are pretty much very similar to FT8. So we've got our call sign and our grid there on the general tab. You've got these 3 things here to fill out. Station, behavior. Pause it and have a look later. Radio settings, ICOM 7300. Cat, click none here. Cat control, we've got it on the device manager for COM8. Download the driver. I'm using 115200 because that was already in the radio. Default. And away you go. You can control the radio. Look, we can click here. We can go 40. We can go 80, and you see the radio change. Let's go back to 40 because it is busy. And right, and then important that really I would say you click enable heartbeat network in HB and enable heartbeat acknowledgement. So that way you can go down here on the left, select heartbeat, HB and ACK, that's acknowledgement, and it will go into transmit now, as you can see. There you go. I'm not hearing the noise from the radio, so I'm pretty sure if I want to hear the beeping as it transmits, probably have to change a setting. But anyway, so that sends out a heartbeat, and then what you do is you get replies back. Now I've got new stations coming in from the top down, and you can change that. There's menus here you can change. You can change your out sort of setting here with this green slider. You know you're connected to the cat when this goes green. If it's red, you're not connected. You can right click here, and there's settings here you can change as well. Now you can create messages here, these by clicking edit save messages, and you can add a message. So for example, I can put how are you today, you know, and then can't spell properly today. And I would add that, and that's in my saved message. Now, we've got the heartbeat thing I just told you about here. We've got CQ call here as well. I haven't even used info 705. That's just gonna, because I clicked info, it's gonna send out that I'm on a 705 G5RV. So I'm guessing that that's in one of my saved messages. So that's going out now. Now, if you want to reply to an individual station, I'll go to this one at the top, and I'll click like this, right click him. So I've clicked him, he's gone blue. Then I'll right click and I'll click save messages, and I'll go how copy SR please, which means signal report please. And I'll just send that, and he will see that I've clicked on him. So he'll get this red line that we're seeing here. So it all seems to be working well. SWR's fine. We're on 5 watts. Now, I could up it to 10 if I grab the power supply. But we've had quite a few comebacks just on 5 watts. We're using a G5RV. You have to be in USB data. So I can now deselect him, and I can choose the next one down. So let's go to this guy here, and let's right click, save messages, and we're going to say, I'm just going to say, what antenna do you have? There you go. So I'm not saying that I'm following proper protocol here because I am new to this. So let's just read this. Here be signal report -19, 20 heartbeat -10. So look, I think I'm not actually sure. I'm guessing that they've all clicked on me. So we'll keep going. Let's do a CQ this time. Alright, so go on to my YouTube. I'm going to look at YouTube just to see if this is going out.
Still cutting lemons in half with just one squeeze of juice. Check out this.
Of course, there's adverts. So, let's turn it up. There you go. Okay, so it looks like I am live. So I wasn't sure if I was live. So there you go. So have you ever used there's my rate. Get that correct. Make sure you can see that all right. So have you ever used JS8 Core? I'm brand new to this, learning as we go. Seems to be a lot of activity here, as you can see. Let's right click here. Let's clear all. Let's clear it all and let's start from scratch. So let's hit the HB heartbeat and see how that goes. Now, supposedly, when you do that, you get messages come back to you automatically. So there's a couple of messages there. Automatic HB9 AVK DK4RW, straight away automatic. Stations that received me and then replied. So I can just try and click one. I mean, they might not be at their stations. I can go to a save message and I'll just say what I've got. I have an ICOM 705 5 watts G5RV, and let's see if they there you go, you can see the radio going into transmit. Now I've set it to transmit a few times, maybe that's too many. I think it's 3. But you can see how it's so automated. Now you can right click here and you can change what you're doing here. Obviously you can turn off receive and transmit here. The spot one, I'm not really sure what that is. So I'll have to find out what that is. We can right click the DK station and we'll send a message. Save messages. What antenna do you have? And then that'll go out to him. But now in the middle box here, you're getting my messages going out, and then you'll get messages coming back in, which are basically, if you look at signal reports. Not really rag chewing. Now the scope, the way I've set it, you're not really seeing much, so I wonder what you can change here. You've got filters, width. So at the moment it's 2000. Let's go to 500. See what difference that makes. And let's right click. You've got filters. And you've got the offset here that you can change on the right. So again, this is quite new to me. I'm not really sure what that means. So let's hit CQ there. So along here you've got some shortcuts. There you go. See what you think about that. You've got different modes up here: log, view, control, send a heartbeat, on demand. We've got sensor queue. You can preset it, focus, message reply, set the offset. I need to learn what is the reason for offset, frequency, enable tuning tone. Okay. Oh, we've gone into transmit now. Is that a message about me tuning? I think maybe we should turn that off. There you go. We'll turn that off. So tuning tone for tuning. Some help stuff here. Settings. Like I said, there's my settings. Have a look and pause if you want. Right. Well, I've got to go off and make dinner now, but I thought I'd just do 5 minutes live. You can see the way it all works. And it, you know, I had quite a few contacts on 5 watts. And it's a wired setup. In the radio, I'll just show you again what we did in the radio for the wired setup. Just go menu. Here, settings. I mean, it's literally just in CIV really. Connectors. Went to data mod and data off mod. They're both on mic USB. Everything is 50 there. I don't think I changed anything else. The wireless LAN's off. USB function is that's off, and we're using the USB cable. Mic jack, and I know we're sending out because people have been contacting me. And then we just turn on the meter. Keep an eye on the AUC. I'll just show you the AUC when it transmits because that did work. Let's have a quick look. So the ALC is, I would say, is a bit high. So let's get that down. Let's put the green slider down. Let's send out a CQ call. So it looks fun. 7-3, all the best.